Missed a couple of tournaments. I think for me, Riv was always nice to me, and obviously the players. Other than that, I'm really happy with where I'm at. Why did I go to LIV? To spend more time in Australia with friends and family.
Happy with the decision?
Absolutely, wouldn't change it.
Cameron Smith just made a huge announcement, one that hits even harder than the chaos and challenges he faced during his turbulent 2025 season.
Exactly like it is this year. It'd be perfect for me. 14 and 4 majors. I'd take that for the rest of my career. So I really can't see LIV Golf going away. I think team golf.
Amid missed cuts, the whirlwind of becoming a new dad, and his most pointed comments yet about LIV's future, Cameron Smith finally revealed what's really coming next, and the timing of his announcement is no coincidence.
Every one of us out here, all the 48 guys, I think everyone has such a good time, and everyone enjoys what they're doing out here. They love the competition, and like Graham said, that team element really brings 3 or 4 guys really close that perhaps weren't before. So it's good to see. It's unique. And
today, I'm breaking down why Cameron Smith chose this exact moment to speak up and how it completely flips his journey on its head. If you love untold stories and the drama of golf, make sure to subscribe to Eagle Line Golf, where we bring you the inside scoop every week. His 2025 season spiraled quickly. What started with quiet hope soon turned into a loud, messy struggle. At 32, he entered LIV Golf's 5th season as captain of Ripper GC, still riding the high of his 2024 team title, but the stats told a very different story. In his first 5 live events, he managed just one top 10 finish, signaling that things were slipping despite his efforts to stay composed. Then the majors hit, turning his season from shaky to historically rough. He missed every cut, becoming the only player to go 0 for 4, shocking fans everywhere. At the Masters, his trusted irons faltered on Augusta's fast greens. Valhalla's PGA Championship saw his drives drift into trouble, killing birdie chances before they even started. Pinehurst No. 2 exposed sudden putting struggles that clashed with his confident 2022 form, and at Royal Portrush, he closed the week with another missed weekend, leaving spectators stunned. Now, as he prepares for his LIV Golf debut in Boston after leading the newest wave of PGA Tour departures, whispers off the course circulated. Some insiders pointed to swing tweaks suggested by coach Sam Reynolds that Smith struggled to implement under pressure. A Ripper GC source claimed he was overthinking every shot from tee to green, with driving accuracy dipping to 58% from a previous peak of 68%. Once a player who controlled every part of his game with ease, life off the course began piling on new challenges, adding layers of pressure that made even familiar shots feel uncertain. The birth of his son Remy in March brought Cameron Smith immense joy, but also non-stop sleepless nights, with jet lag from constant travel and late-night feedings leaving him drained. Even his teammates noticed the shift. At a live event in Singapore, he confided in Mark Leman about dad guilt hitting harder than any stray drive. Meanwhile, Adam Scott tried to calm the outside noise, reminding critics that 2 decades at the top can wear down even the strongest players. Still, Smith's story never stays buried for long, and by late season, the sparks began to show again. A tough T10 at LIV UK, capped with a wild bunker eagle on 14, hinted at a rekindled fire. In a candid 7 News interview, he admitted that while practice felt smooth, majors always expose weaknesses, and his confidence had dipped, but he wasn't done fighting. His Ripper GC squad stayed strong too, winning in Adelaide and Singapore thanks to Lucas Herbert's hot putter keeping the team alive. Dropping to number 91 in the OWGR stung, especially with LIV still holding back full stats, but those close to him said he never lost his drive. One caddy summed it up perfectly: "Cam's a boomerang. He always comes back." With LIV gearing up for full 72-hole events in 2026, Smith celebrated the shift in another 7 News interview, calling it a game-changer that finally put LIV on par with major championships. For him, 54-hole events always felt like sprints, intense, fun, but too short for true strategy and mental toughness to shine. Insider reports confirmed he had been pushing for the change behind the scenes for months, and when only 3 of 48 players backed it in a preseason survey, Smith was one of the few willing to break ranks. Critics tried to dismiss his support as loyalty bought with a $140 million signing bonus, but Smith shut that down in a Golf Magic interview, emphasizing that Ripper GC's wins came from pure grind, not paychecks. Off the course, he clashed with LIV CEO Scott O'Neill over league growth, pushing for more Australian events, especially Brisbane, and joking that Greg Norman's Sydney course would be perfect for some true link-style mischief. The lighter Alive schedule finally allowed him real time with Remy and Chanel, something the PGA Tour never permitted. At a LIV Adelaide's 2025 playoff win, he dedicated the victory to the haters, ignoring calls from PGA figures trying to pull him back. With R&A exemptions starting to reward top finishers, Smith saw the league's future gaining real momentum. By the close of a wild 2025 season, Cameron Smith's plans for the future were clear, and his journey of evolution, not rebellion, had begun. Fans were left guessing whether Cameron Smith would crawl back to the PGA Tour or step away to prioritize family time. But he revealed something far more controlled and calculated. His first priority was simple: keep Ripper GC together. Zero tweaks, he insisted in September. To him, Lehman, Herbert, and Jones weren't just teammates, they were family. In a league buzzing with transfer rumors, money waves, and headline-hunting reshuffles, Smith's loyalty and refusal to chase flashy signings spoke volumes. He wanted chemistry, not chaos. Keeping Matt Jones was especially crucial, as his contract had been the hottest topic in LIV's rumor mill, yet Smith fought hard to lock him in. Insiders said he shut down multiple high-profile player proposals, protecting the crew that had already proven their grit. For Smith, Ripper GC wasn't just a team, it was a culture he wanted standing strong as LIV transitioned into its 72-hole future. On the technical side, Smith embraced the longer format like an old friend returning home, calling 4-round battles his natural zone and reminding fans of his endurance-heavy win at St. Andrews. To fix the mistakes that haunted his 2025 majors, he planned a full overhaul of his pre-Masters prep. One lesser-known detail revealed by Golf Australia: Smith had signed a high-performance partnership blending Ripper's resources with junior pathways across the country, and rumors even hinted at a Brisbane training centre carrying his name, designed to nurture young Aussie golfers while sharpening his own competitive edge. Off the course, Smith hinted at branching into lifestyle branding, Ripper apparel, fan merch, and maybe even a podcast to joke about mullet maintenance while breaking down swings. His team confirmed simulator sessions replicating Trun's Gales, all part of a larger plan for his 2026 Open campaign. Family played a huge role in every decision. Little Remy was growing fast, and Smith even considered skipping certain non-Ripper events to reduce travel. Whispered plans for a full-on Ripper home event in Queensland showed his vision. 2026 wasn't just another season, it was redemption, laid foundation by foundation. Meanwhile, his home life in West Palm Beach shifted into a blend of sweetness, stress, and emotional chaos. His F1 simulator, once a private speed sanctuary, transformed into a family hangout, with Chanel strapping a custom baby seat for Remy to race alongside him. Smith narrated every twist and turn with the same intensity he reserved for Augusta's greens, blending humor, love, and family life into every moment. Cameron Smith's 2025 season was wild, chaotic, and emotional all at once. But not everything was cute. Long trans-Pacific flights and non-stop travel left him drained, and insiders recall when he skipped a major sponsored dinner in Singapore just to FaceTime home and soothe Remy through a rough colic spell. Even his teammates noticed the emotional weight showing up during a Ripper huddle. Smith admitted that while missing cuts stung, missing bedtime hit even harder. The support that kept him grounded came straight from his roots. His parents, Des and Sharon, flew in for the Masters, turning their rental cabin into a home base full of pep talks and backyard-style grounding. Des, who once crafted tiny clubs for toddler Cameron, slid back into his mentor role seamlessly, while his sister Mel hosted a mid-season Queensland barbecue that instantly became family chat legend. It was there that Smith opened up about dad guilt and the season slump gnawing at him. Yet even in the heaviness, joy found a way in. When Ripper GC won in Miami, Smith held the trophy up on a video call so Remy's tiny hand could tap the victory through the screen. A clip went viral, with Smith joking that Remy was his lucky charm, and, straight-faced, warning that if results didn't pick up, the kid might get benched from majors. Beyond the humor, these small moments told bigger stories. His family quietly donated to junior golf programs at Wantama Country Club, offering putting sessions to kids who reminded Smith of his younger self. A caddy at Valorama summed it up perfectly: Cam's not just building a team, he's building a dynasty. Through exhaustion, new love, travel stress, and tiny flashes of victory, Smith realized 2025 wasn't just about fixing a swing, it was about shaping a whole life outside the birdies. By autumn, the year looked like one giant knot of contradictions: sky-high winds, rough crashes, and wild twists that even his closest friends called the most Cameron Smith year ever. On paper, it appeared frustrating: 4 missed major cuts, a slide to number 91 in the world rankings, and criticism from analysts who once praised his calm under pressure. But the deeper truth was richer and stranger. That same season knocked him off balance while sharpening him into a stronger leader, a tougher dad, and a real fighter. Inside Ripper GC, his leadership took on a near-mythical glow, steadying Laceman through a wrist scare, keeping Herbert locked in during a hot streak that brought crucial team points, and personally ensuring Matt Jones remained with the squad. When the transfer window opened and rival teams tried to swoop in, Ripper GC teammates joked that the squad had become sentimental, but they also admitted that Cameron Smith's energy was the glue holding everyone together. A new ritual even emerged. After every event, the team cracked open VB cans labeled Family First, a reminder of the values Smith clung to amid all the madness. Meanwhile, the wider golf world watched his season twist in ways nobody expected. Critics treated his ranking drop as a personal flaw, rather than mere numbers on a sheet. One wild rumor at Valderrama claimed his double bogey on 15 wasn't a technical slip at all. It supposedly happened because he glanced at a text from Chanel saying Remy had taken his first steps. True or not, the story perfectly captured the emotional tone of his year. Golf still mattered, but family mattered even more. Insiders said that shift gave him a newfound mental toughness that began showing in the final events of the season. Even the public narrative around LIV started bending in his favor. Commentary once seen as rebellious now sounded like genuine leadership. Fans connected to his raw honesty, watching him juggle newborn life, team captain duties, global travel, and a major slump, yet still find pockets of calm amid the chaos at Want. His father, Des, summed it up in classic dad fashion: golf's not solitary. It's a full team sheet on and off the course. And he wasn't wrong. The chaos wasn't crushing Smith, it was sharpening him. By the end of 2025, his journey had evolved into the season's most relatable storyline. Not a superstar fading out, but a real person growing in real time. Then came the moment he had been building toward. As November winds swept through Brisbane, Smith stepped onto the grounds at Royal Queensland and finally confirmed what insiders had been whispering for weeks. This wasn't a publicity stunt or a cheap headline, it was a calculated reveal, a blueprint for the next phase of his legacy. Cameron Smith announced his complete commitment to LIV's new 72-hole era, locking himself in as one of the faces of LIV's long-form future. Cameron Smith vowed to lead Ripper GC into 2026 with the exact same lineup: Lehman, Herbert, and Jones, cementing the loyalty and chemistry that had carried them through the highs and lows of 2025. Then came the real bombshell, his push for a Brisbane home event, designed to be Ripper GC's signature stop on the LIV calendar. But Smith wasn't done. He unveiled plans for a full Ripper lifestyle empire, stretching beyond the fairways with apparel drops tied to their Air Asia partnership, and teased a Doku-style media project following Ripper GC through pressure weeks, long flights, private strategy sessions, and his own mental comeback arc. Cameras had already been spotted during late-season rehearsals, hinting at a mid-2026 release. Fans weren't shocked. Smith had been slowly stepping into a louder, more open era. His interviews got bolder, his leadership sharper, and even rival captains admitted he was becoming one of LIV's strongest voices. But the twist? He wasn't chasing attention, he was building influence, showing he would no longer let others tell his story. Reactions were instant. LIV loyalists called it a turning point, Aussie fans flooded social media with kangaroo emojis begging for the Brisbane stop, and even PGA personalities acknowledged his vision sounded organized, not chaotic. Behind the cheers, tension brewed. Some LIV executives worried his push for multiple Australia-based events and the lifestyle empire could overshadow team operations. Smith didn't flinch. He doubled down. The future wasn't happening to him, he was shaping it. Analysts finally admitted what fans had sensed all along: Cameron Smith's 2025 season wasn't a collapse. It was a reset. Messy, loud, chaotic, yes, but a reset nonetheless. Missed cuts didn't define him, they exposed weak spots. Ranking drops didn't break him, they humbled him, fueling a sharper comeback. Inside Ripper GC, the squad dubbed 2025 the pressure year, with teammates refining their games and sharpening mental focus. Smith's calm energy during the worst moments boosted their confidence heading into 2026. By December, the full picture was clear. Cameron Smith wasn't crawling out of a bad season, he was rising from it. Every stumble, sleepless night, and doubt-filled round had quietly forged a tougher, sharper leader. His commitment to Ripper GC hardened like concrete. With LIV's 72-hole era locked in, Smith knew exactly who he wanted to be: the captain who embraced the grind, the competitor who excelled across 4 rounds, and the father balancing family and fire without losing either. His announcement, once seen as a gamble, now looked like a master plan. Fans, critics, and rivals saw the shift. Smith was loading up for the next chapter, even outlining a Queensland Junior Academy guided by Des, a family-focused podcast Rippers and Remy, and the Ripper Legacy Fund to help rebuild flood-hit Brisbane courses. Reflecting on 2025, Smith said plainly, "2025 cut me, not as an excuse, but as a lesson." Missed cuts, exhaustion, dad guilt, and form dips had taught him balance. And now, that balance wasn't dragging him down, it was his biggest weapon. Critics who whispered about him drifting were proven wrong. He wasn't chasing comfort, he was chasing legacy. He wanted to win for Remy, build for Brisbane, lead for LIV, and shape a story far bigger than any scorecard. One teammate joked after the Nesta Open, "Cam's not arriving, he's ascending." His announcement wasn't the end of chaos, it was the start of a climb. Cameron Smith had transformed a turbulent season into a new era of purpose. From missed cuts to family breakthroughs, squad loyalty to legacy building, Smith now stands at the forefront of his boldest chapter yet. Stick around, the Ripper Renaissance is just getting started.